What's happening, guys? This is Mr. C, and I'm going to be a third grade teacher next year. Many of you watching this video already know me because I used to teach at Jameson, and I grew up here in Old Orchard, so I know many of your families. Some of you may be people who moved in after I left Jameson, or maybe you're brand new to Old Orchard Beach this year. Doesn't matter how long you've been here. If I know you're not, I just want to give you an introduction video so you can feel safe and feel comfortable and just have a little bit of an idea of what to expect when you come in here to this third grade classroom. You can look behind me is the classroom, and it looks a little bit different. It's because it is. You're not going to see the desks in rows. You're not going to see kind of a traditional looking classroom because we teach a little differently in here. It's more of what I call a collaborative environment. I'm going to be working on a lot of projects this year. Just kind of like, before I go into myself, let's give you a quick explanation of the room. There's kind of 4 key things we're going to do this year. We're going to teach you how to be collaborators. That means how to work together and work in a team. Communicators, which means you can effectively listen to people and talk with people. When you have issues in your groups, you can communicate to work those things out. You're also going to be challenged to be creative and innovative through the art of storytelling with iMovie, which will be our big theme this year, storytelling. And then lastly, I'm going to ask you to think critically and be problem solvers within your teams. We're going to give you those tools to do those things this year, and we have quite a bit of fun. So, beginning of the year, when you first come in, the first 4 days, we don't spend a ton of time on rules and procedures and me boring you. It's a lot about conversation. In order to do those 4 things, you'll need something called the growth mindset. That means you believe that you can accomplish anything no matter how hard the challenge. Sometimes that's really tough, not only for a third grader, but for adults. And sometimes people have what they call a fixed mindset, meaning if they're not good at math, they think I can never be good at math because I've already failed. And in this room, that's not how it is. We're going to inspire you guys as a class, as a community. We're going to rely on each other. We're going to inspire each other to have that growth mindset. Basically, you believe you could do anything you can, and as long as you put your mind to it, as long as you work hard, I'm going to try to give you the tools and do my job to try to teach it differently if I need to, or try to find other people who can help you learn. And we do that in a project-based setting. So, along with the theme of storytelling is the idea of community here. We are huge with community. We have 2 major projects that we'll be working on this year. One with the Old Orchard Beach Conservation Commission, and one with the Chamber of Commerce in Old Orchard Beach. So as you can see, there's the theme of Old Orchard Beach. We have our little classroom community in here, which we'll build the first week, but we need to realize there's a greater community here in Old Orchard and also around the globe. So we have some global projects we'll be working on with classes from Canada, in California, in Chile, in Colombia, some cool people I met at a conference this summer. So we have some really exciting things to do together as a classroom community, for Old Orchard Beach community, and for the global community. And the community is just, in short, kind of a group of people who work together for the greater good of everyone. And you're going to learn all about that this year, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So before I go into the classroom website, let's just tell you a little bit about me, which I should have done at the beginning, but I got really really excited telling you about the cool stuff we do in here because I love doing it too. It's a lot of fun. Quick about me, I grew up here in Old Orchard Beach, and here I am at home. So that's another reason I'm really passionate about communities, because this is where I'm from, and I love being here in Old Orchard. During the summer, some of you might have seen me down at the beach. I know Riley saw me at the beach a couple times. I saw Brady Plant a couple times, and I'm hoping to see many of you at open house next week. But I like to spend some time on the beach. I like to golf. I really take care of myself. I run a lot. I go to the gym, and I also eat healthy. I do that because one of the most important things you can do is take care of your body, and we'll learn about this year. Learn about that this year. I like to have my ice cream and eat my sweets every once in a while too, but you gotta really take care of yourself and eat healthy. That's what keeps your mind and your body going, so you can do your best work. Next, I have a dog, MJ, and a dog, Marley. They're awesome. I live right in Saco, just across the Old Orchard Beach border, so I'm not too far here from home. I'm a huge sports fan. Big Pats fan. Love playing fantasy football. It's one of my things I do during the fall for football season. I love hockey. I love baseball. I love basketball. I love them all. But I also love to read, and I love to stay on top of all that's cool in education. So as a teacher, we're like you. We're always learning. We always got to learn what's going on in education, what works for kids, what doesn't work for kids. So this summer I did a little bit of traveling, and I went to a couple conferences, as I mentioned earlier, and I picked up some really awesome tips and some cool ideas for us to work on this year. So what I want to do is I just want to challenge you to do one thing. I'm going to bring you into the classroom website here. After we look at the classroom website, I'm gonna give you, your parents, my cell phone number. So if you have any questions whatsoever, you can call or FaceTime me next week on my cell phone, either Monday from 8 to 3. I'm trying to think of times. Yeah, Monday from 8 to 3 and Tuesday from 8 to 3. I'll be at school both those days. I'll be working, but if you call me, I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll answer your questions, because that's important. I want you to come into school feeling really comfortable. Here we are at the 3rd grade website. This used to be my 4th grade website last year. So you're going to see a lot of content. That means videos, links, different things like that, leading to the work we did last year. So what I'd like you to do is just to check this website out. For example, here's some videos on the PBL work we did this year with the people from the Conservation Commission on the Milliken Mills. Parents, if you want to see what a unit looks like, click right here. Check out one of our units. Has all the standards we hit at the beginning. And if you scroll down, you'll see some of the lessons and some of the work that your kids will be doing. It'll be similar to this. Obviously, it would be on a 3rd grade level. Students, navigate the website. Okay? Check things out. Here's all our curriculum. So these are the things. Curriculum means the work we do. So here's some of the stuff on our spelling units. Here's stuff on reading and writing and math. Just know that I'm actually updating this website with the 3rd grade team next week, but a lot of it will look the same. It'll look just like this, but we'll need to do a lot of work together to get this website up and running, because this is your website, kids. This is the place that we can publish so people can see our work. Some kids will like to publish for everybody to see. Some may not like to. So just don't be too nervous if you're thinking, I don't want people seeing my work, because we work within your comfort zone, and we'll talk more about that later. Here's our publishing section, parents. There's 2 awesome places you can go to see all the work that's going on in our classroom from day to day. First, you could come here to publishing. Here's our YouTube channel, and here's our Twitter account. We do quite a bit of tweeting. We do it for a couple reasons. One, it's a great place to publish. As you can see here, here's one of my students from last year, Emma, and I'm going to have her sister Chloe this year. So Chloe, you can check out your sister here. We publish our work, and 2, we're connecting with a lot of classrooms. Like I told you before, at conferences I traveled this summer, I met some really cool teachers, and we have an incredible global project planned for our students this year with kids from California, kids from South America, Colombia, and Chile, and students from all the way up in Canada, and even Central America. So it's going to be a really fun project, and again, we're going to learn a lot about culture and what different people do around the world and how they learn. And we're going to communicate with them through our classroom Twitter account. Parents, I have some documents for you to sign off on. If you don't want your son, daughter, or child pictured, that will be an option you can have. So just know we do have a slip for you to sign, and that's included in our internet usage form. We'll talk about that at the open house. Next, a great place to come is our YouTube channel. You come up here too, you can see we have our Twitter feed and YouTube. What I really want kids to do, along with exploring these links here, is to take a look at our Twitter feed so you can see some of the things our kids did last year. Read some of those tweets with them, parents. Let them see some of the pictures and the videos and the cool work our kids did. Let them explore and check that out. The next thing is our YouTube channel. This is a lot of fun. I have fun with this. Let it load up here. You come to videos.
Welcome to Mr. CT.
You can see all the videos that we've worked on this year. And I talked to you guys about video in the classroom. And here's my kind of my perspective, parents, on video in the classroom, what we'll do with video. So there's a lot of stuff for you too as well, parents. So check out some of the videos. You'll be able to see some of the work of students from last year. You'll be able to see our students in action, like for example with the PBL project we did. You'll be able to see some of the content they created for the Milliken Mills project. And you'll also just see some of the things we do here at Laranger, like Spirit Week in action. You'll see one of the dances we did for the Ellen Show. You'll see 4th and 5th grade floor hockey in action. You can even see some of the music that our students created. You can see Genius Hour in action. And I think you get the point. You can see a lot of what we do here at Laranger, so you can feel comfortable when you come to school here. Again, check out the Twitter account, check out YouTube, and navigate this website. And if you have questions for me, you'll have the chance to call next week. Really looking forward to seeing you. Next Wednesday, the 26th, 6 p.m. is the open house. Come on by, and I got some cool things for you parents to check out. I'll have some paperwork for you to sign, and it'll be really informal. There's no presentation. What we'll do is we'll take a look at the paperwork, have you sign off, and I'm going to help you sign up for Class Messenger, which is our communication tool. Once we're signed up there, parents, I'll be able to give you all the information you need, whether it be by email, text, Class Messenger. I just try to communicate with you the easiest way possible. And lastly, just remember, kids, if you have any questions, anything about what you saw in these videos today, I'm going to give you parents my cell phone number. You can call between 8 and 4 Monday, 8 and 4 on Tuesday, and I'll be available to chat. You can either FaceTime or you can just call me. You pick. All right, guys. Can't wait to work with you this year. Enjoy the rest of your summer while you can.